You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant.
What's up, Trufant?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Kel.
How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
I mean, we're live.
Yeah, episode 16. We got some more goodies, it looks like.
Hey.
What do we have today? Explain to me, because you guys brought this upon me.
Kel.
We got the good stuff, man. Sparkling ice, spiked sparkling ice.
Wait, like sparkling ice, the drinks that come in the long
Yeah, those guys.
pause, the long.
Y'all know sparkling ice, right? Yeah.
Water the container.
Yeah,
But
man.
look, but this is like the coolest part. Is it's the plastic cup, and when you put ice in it, look, it changes color. Okay.
Oh,
Is it sparkly, or would you just call that cold? Cold as ice, baby.
Oh my.
what flavors
Okay.
does this spiked sparkling ice
The
come
spiked hard seltzer. This is 0 grams of sugar, 80 calories, and it only has 1 carb.
The question was,
That's
Kel, you said
good.
what flavor do we
Sorry.
have? So,
in? Yeah, and she read off the nutritional
So we do have
facts.
cherry lime chiller.
My
we
bad.
got ruby fizz, lemonade refresher, and strawberry citrus smash. So
All right. Okay,
sounds pretty
cool.
good. Which one we want to try first?
I don't know. Oh, there's so many choices.
Does this classify as mail time?
This is mail time, yes. This is
mail
we're
time.
opening the mail
Oh
today.
boy, here comes the. Okay. Anyways, I don't think we should merge a kid's song with alcohol.
I was
together.
gonna sing it with you. Go.
Okay. Oh boy, here comes the mail. It makes me wanna wag my tail. I don't know that part. I'm a bail. Mail. Okay, here we go.
That should be the jingle every time before mail time.
Yep.
I like that.
So which one are you? Which
I'm
one are you
gonna
trying
open up
first?
the cherry lime chiller.
Okay.
God, it's so fun to drink on camera every week. Send us more. Send us more.
Yeah, you can send us stuff all the time, you guys. We always love opening the mail. So you can just DM us Truly Unruly _podcast. You can DM Marcus
you got- I guess I gotta
Trufant or
go down.
DM at Fab5Mom on Instagram, and we will open up all of your stuff and taste
That's
it,
the cherry
wear
joint?
it, eat it on camera.
Cherry lime chiller.
Hey, this is hella good though.
Is it?
Not bad.
And that one, what's the one?
That's the same one.
Same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we tried the
All right.
cherry lime chiller.
Now we're gonna try strawberry citrus smash.
We're gonna have to drink that one from the neck unless we're gonna mix.
What are we smash? What are we smashing?
Oh, yeah, because how much are you pouring in the cup?
I
are
just
you-
tried to pour a little bit.
No, I'm gonna just slam mine.
to the face.
Oh.
Go. You're a coug. You know how to throw them back. You partied on the Palouse.
Look at you choking.
Just a little
See,
bit.
he can't hang. He can't hang.
All right, and what's that one?
This is strawberry citrus smash. Shmang it, girl. Smash
How much
it
do
and
these
bang.
taste actually like sparkling ice? Or do they taste a little different?
They taste different because of the alcohol.
Alcohol? Yeah.
It didn't say how much. 4%. Is
Yeah.
that what I'm looking at?
Yeah, so
that's not
what?
bad.
Yeah. That one's good too. Can't.
I'm enjoying it.
I just really like cherry.
It doesn't have that medicine-y taste? I'm very skeptic of cherry flavored things, man.
It's actually it's quite good.
Because, like, you know, when you actually drink apple juice, pasteurized apple juice, you're like, this is not what real apples
This
taste like.
is not apple juice. It doesn't even look like apple
No.
juice. It's like a creamy looking.
If you actually put apples in a juicer and drink it out of a cup, you'll get full.
We've done that.
Yeah.
What farm is it that I hate?
I've done it at the house.
Did I go? Because I try to get
Was
out
it?
of those type of.
It's way far out. Is it?
Maris.
Maris Farms?
God damn it, Marcus. That's
The
no.
pumpkin patch?
Yeah, that's the pumpkin patch.
No, it's like this farm
like that
where
either.
they have like old houses that were like built.
Knott's Berry.
What is it? Knott's Berry Farm?
I think so.
Knott's Berry Farm's a theme
Not
park.
Knott's Berry.
That's where the kids go on the field trip.
That's
right?
Knott's Berry Farm is a
fly to
theme
Cali and
park.
go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, the one that the kids go on the
We-
field trip every year.
We don't know, but it's the field trip.
Pioneer Farms?
Pioneer
Pioneer
Farms.
Farms.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that place. It's disgusting.
We went there in 4th grade, and that was the time where
You haven't been on the last.
I went once, and I said I would never go
That's my
again.
Trip now I take.
you take. Are you one of the chaperones that go on that with
He
kids?
has to.
Oh,
Like when the kids go into that 150-year-old dusty ass, stank ass house, and they're touching all of the things and like pretending like they're
history.
cooking from the
best part was like us, the guys, like, yeah, you can go over there and act like you're shaving your face with a straight razor. Yeah.
Do you know parents that have taken that field trip more than once? I am sorry.
You guys took me back to 4th grade.
I stood outside. I would not go into the house.
It's
I wouldn't
dusty
do
as-
anything. I
And
was
the
like,
cold part
nah.
was the blacksmith part.
Yeah,
When you
yeah,
need
yeah.
everything. As a chaperone, I was nervous though because the kids was really like
Did you milk the
definitely trying to
goat?
get involved in that.
Did you watch?
We did not. They
we
did not
who?
milk no damn goats.
You milked the goat.
I know.
Not me.
But they did the apple thing.
Okay, did
and
the
it
apple
took
thing.
them about 30,000 apples to get this much juice. So, anyways,
Pioneer Farms, though, I have a funny story. So their bathrooms were hella nasty, right?
ew.
Outhouse is damn near. Right?
Yeah.
I would wet my
I
pants.
shit in the woods.
Nice.
That-
Took the toilet paper. That was one of the first times in my life I ever shit in the woods. I took the toilet paper and shit in the woods and did handle my business and went back in and washed my hands and nobody knew, man.
I would
It was
never.
hella nasty. It was that nasty.
Nobody.
I held my pee for 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
I refused to go into that bathroom, and I refused to go in that old ass house.
Field trips, man.
Ew.
back in the day.
Okay, what other flavors are we trying?
I
here?
Let's try
am
one more, and then we should be good. though.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you want to try?
We did,
Lemonade Refresher or Ruby Fizz?
Let's hit the Ruby Fizz.
Ruby Fizz. Grapefruit. I don't really like grapefruit flavored stuff, but we'll see.
Grapefruit is a great fat burner.
Well, that's
Allegedly.
why,
Like
as
red
you can
grapefruit?
see, I don't eat grapefruit.
Red grapefruit is delicious. Like just with the spoon out of the grapefruit, you know?
That tastes like real
grapefruit. Does it taste legit?
That's pretty good too. All right.
Shout out to
Shout out to Sparkling Ice and
Spiked
Everly.
seltzer.
Thank you. Thank you.
good stuff. Good stuff. I'm feeling kind of claustrophobic though. I'm gonna move
Yeah,
some of the. Yeah, she gave us too many goodies almost.
Oh, what's
Right.
this?
Zebra popcorn.
Yeah, I think
Dylan
that's
said
part
that was amazing.
Oh, it's non-GMO corn, so it's not from Bill Gates' farm. That's cool.
That's cool. That's awesome.
And then
Non-GMO.
Almonds?
Nice. Kirkland Signature. Costco is making a killing. You know their vodka, I guess, is made in the same factory, I think, as like Grey Goose or Belvedere or something
I'm
like
not
that.
surprised.
Or something like
I
that.
think we have a big
Comparable. It's
thing
not
of that.
bad. Yeah, I got a big thing of it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cool.
we like to drink, guys. We like to drink.
Send us some goodies. Send us some more goodies.
Send us anything.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Mail time.
Yeah, mail time's great. So I want to talk to you guys today. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's
Oh
been
my
pretty
God.
much.
Who the
Like-
hell is running upstairs like
That's
that?
probably Cassius. You know.
Jesus
Cassius,
Christ.
he's got full sprints, man.
All the time.
You guys got enough house to run through.
Well, he fucking runs it. My God.
He gets his laps in. My
does.
man gets his reps. So it's been a year, a little over, I guess now, give or take, a little over like a year since we've gone into like COVID lockdown. And it's like 1 year later.
It's crazy.
Isn't it crazy? So I wanted to know, like, I don't know, how has this like affected you guys? Like, how's like this year affected, especially like your mental health? Because I've talked to a lot of like my friends about this, and a lot of them have learned a lot about themselves, and even some of them have realized, like, dude, when I'm all alone or in a place that I can't go outside or whatever, like, I'm a little insane
Yeah.
to deal with myself.
Yeah.
you know?
When you have to sit with yourself,
yeah.
It can be a scary place.
it can be scary.
Yeah.
Scary place for some people.
Yeah.
But
But
I know for
individually,
me-
individually, how does it affect you?
So, just the entire year in general, been crazy. Family members passing, people getting sick, kids not in school, and everybody being stuck in the house. Just a combination of everything all together. Just like you said, having to sit with yourself and talk with yourself and do things that you normally don't do, looking for other outlets to just get out and talk to people, and it's just it sucks. And you find out that you're a little bit more vulnerable to everything. That you're not as tough as you really are. I always have had this Superman complex. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I can handle anything. Just throw tasks at me or stuff like that. I could do it and I can get through it. But
COVID hit different.
COVID kind of showed us like, man, you're
human.
Break down after a while and you burn out. So I've just tried to give myself a little space and try to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. What about you, Jess?
Oh man, it's been like the Twilight Zone, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, when it first started, it was surreal picking up our kids from school knowing that they weren't returning. Mm-hmm. It was crazy. We parents, we were just walking by each other like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Kids are confused, like, are we going back? Are we not going back? And the online schooling that happened, because, you know, the Christian school, the private schools hopped right on it.
Yeah.
So they were doing online school within less than 2 weeks after we got shut down. Pure nightmare, you know? And at first, it was like, it wasn't cool because people weren't dying at the rate that they're now dying today, right? Mm-hmm. And people were just getting sick and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, there was I can't remember how many deaths there were in the very beginning. And so we were like, you know what? We're going to have fun. And so we turned our downstairs into a skating rink and we started doing all these fun things. But like Marcus said, it gets old.
Yeah.
And you burn out.
Yeah.
And I started to burn out. That's part of the reason why I'm not really on social media, is because everything just became like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? I didn't want to get on social media. I didn't want to do that anymore. I don't have anything to like, you know. You just interrupted me. Excuse you. Anyways.
You can't even cough no more,
you
right?
You cannot.
You see what COVID is doing?
Right.
Jeez.
And you
careful.
cover your mouth.
And you live with this every day, friend.
Every day. Could you imagine living with me every day? During COVID?
And I am so thankful.
Do you ever just run to the opposite end of the house?
Did we have any of that to where we kind of got tired of each other and we had to separate and kind of go to the corners of the house?
Like I said, it's happened to every relationship.
Yeah.
I think so. We had times where we were like, I wanted to kill everybody. It didn't matter. And then for me, it got to the point where, and I'm still trying to come out of this, where I got so used to not leaving the house that I kind of don't want to leave the house anymore. And so I've gotten used to staying in the house, and I started having anxiety just thinking about leaving the house. It made me crazy.
I was at this taco place the other day picking up some food in Columbia City, and I saw a couple people in there I knew, and there was just more and more people coming in, and I started feeling kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, when I'm around all these people, like it was really super, super weird. Like, It's almost like you become used to being this like recluse.
Yep.
in a sense.
Seriously.
And you know what,
And I learned that I can be a recluse. I never thought I would be that person, because I want to be anywhere but sitting in the house.
But do you think part of the reason of that is because you were forced to?
Yes.
So like you kind of had
box.
to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was in it, but you
kind of didn't have a choice.
Now, you know, you can't put a baby in a corner. You can't put me in a box. And so it took a toll.
I bet.
Definitely. Yeah.
How what kind of like changes have you guys seen like in the kids in this year? Like good or negative or?
I think they're a little bit in the same boat as us, but since they're young, they don't really fully understand what's going on, and they just don't really understand. And they had a lot of fun together, and they're so active that when it shut down, it was kind of a break for them. Oh, and they really enjoyed just being at home. So now transitioning back is hard. It's the transition back that's really messing with them.
What's funny is like like my neighbor's daughter had asked my son the other day, was like, "Oh, Ryan, where's your daddy at?" Like, he's like, "Oh, my dad's at work right now. I was at the studio or whatever." And she was like weirded out, like at work, because like all she knows is her parents working remotely.
Right.
So like there's gonna be this whole generation now, like little Brooklyn was the first kid that we're like, whoa, like it's like that first generation of kids that like they're not gonna know any different.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I think it changed the face of business too, and that's like another thing. Being
everything
in business and owning some businesses that count on people being there.
Traffic.
And they stop that. They stop everything. So I could only imagine if that's a people's main gig and it's just completely shut down and they're waiting on the government to help and all this kind of different stuff. It's just to imagine
it's
that.
Just been
crazy.
fucked.
Yeah,
I think COVID has touched everybody, whether you've lost a loved one or not. And, you know, the mental health aspect of it is serious. So shout out to all of those that have been struggling and going through it, because you're definitely not alone.
I know we talked about it, Jess, saying that the kids are little
and
adults.
Kids.
So
they're
going through a lot of the same stuff we're going through. They just can't understand or
they can't articulate it.
Yeah, so it's crazy all around.
Yeah, I just hope that there's not going to be this, which may happen, is this just like generation of socially awkward people, but socially awkward in the sense of like people don't know how to act or deal with human contact, like in the physical.
Well, that's already
I'm
happening.
about to say, I think we're going
That's
that way
already
anyway with social
happening.
media.
But like a fucking year now, like lockdown.
Silence your phone, Dylan.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna help.
Right.
You know,
Right.
especially for the young
being
people.
out of school and all
Right.
that
For
kind of
these
stuff
young
too.
people.
Right. Even our oldest daughter has been going to Holy Names online, and they had the option to go in once a week, and she chose not to. She's
Really?
like, I would just rather be at home.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about that? Like some schools now are opening back up,
Right.
and they're letting kids back in. Like, are you guys comfortable with your kids?
Their school never shut down. They
Oh.
opened right up, right on time. Oh yeah, their school never shut down. Some
Holy
private
Names?
schools never shut down. No, the elementary school.
Okay.
Renton Christian. They never shut down. So the kids have been going in person this entire time.
Oh.
Right.
They have the option, of course, to go in
Right.
person. So,
And
yeah.
me, Demi over here, I was like, okay, I don't want my kids to have to wear a mask at school, and I don't know if we're going to continue, you know, they can go and then it's shut down and they have to come. I didn't want to do the back and forth. So I'm like, I'm going to homeschool. And when I tell people that I homeschool, people are like, oh, how is online school? No. I lesson plan every week. My own curriculum.
I don't know how you do it. Yeah.
I'm so stupid. I'm so over it. Shout out to teachers. You guys are angels. I
100%.
fucking hate this shit. I know how you guys feel halfway through the year. Sometimes I'm like, man, you guys, fuck it.
Teachers
As a matter of
probably
fact,
feel
I
like
told
that
them
way
a couple
too.
weeks ago, I don't even want to teach you guys anymore. You guys are tired of, I said, I'm tired of looking at you guys. I cannot wait for you guys to go the fuck back to school.
Teachers are
like, I'm
saints.
over it.
Teachers are saints.
They're saints, they're angels, they're everything.
They're
They deserve
underpaid.
more pay. They're
need to
like,
get paid
come
better.
on.
They need
I had
get
to
paid better.
substitute 1 or 2
He's had to
times,
substitute, and
yeah.
I wrote him a full plan.
You know how I come, Kel, with notes and prep and everything. I was ready to go. I dressed up a little bit.
You had the
too,
whole
so-
spread.
He
and
did. He
everything?
dressed up, and I think he took some video of himself. And I had all the assignments laid out and instructions, and you know what they're supposed
Yeah,
to
it was
do.
tough, though.
So, but this, and that's part of the challenge for me: being locked up, homeschooling, being in school myself, trying to stay sane. I mean, I've lost my shit a few times.
As you should.
See, I would have been savage about it. We would have been working on electives. It would have been recess.
Some people are doing
Okay.
that. A lot of people are doing that. I would imagine.
Right. But here's like my scary thing about like doing homeschooling is this new math. Because they don't do math like we used to do. Like,
They sure don't.
It's not 2 + 2 is 4. It's you got to show how you got
You
the
gotta.
answer,
It's,
like explain it and whatever.
I don't
even
honestly,
get
I
it.
don't believe in that, because every kid learns differently. So why are you putting kids in this box where they have to learn a certain way. My daughter does not learn, one of my kids does not learn like that. Yeah. And it's unfair to make her learn that way.
You know what it all has to do with? Testing. It all has to do with standardized testing.
Well, that's bullshit.
Because everybody do the same thing.
That's bullshit. Some people don't test.
Well, because all it has to do with is where the United States ranks amongst the rest of the world when it comes to testing. That's why they do. That's why this whole system is the way it is now.
It's another dick swinging thing.
No, it's just what it is.
I can go on and on about that, but yeah. I'm not feeling it. So they're doing math. Let's not talk about doing 5th and 6th grade math. Sometimes I sit there and I'm working on a problem with my daughter and she's like, you don't know what you're doing, do you? And I'm like, actually, I don't. So you're going to have to give me some time to Google this. Here, watch this video. And I'm like sitting there like, God damn it. How do I figure? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no. It's been insane.
Are you teaching U.S. history too? And
I do. Well, I'm teaching Black history.
Real history.
There we go.
She's teaching.
I'm teaching Black history mixed in with a little bit of U.S. history where I'm like, that's bullshit. This is the stuff you'll never learn in school. This is the truth. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That didn't really happen.
That was part of the motivation in the beginning, that you wanted to be able to teach what you wanted to teach to the kids.
Right, but it was a mistake.
Until she had to start teaching chemistry.
Yeah. It was, we don't do biology. Chemistry because they're young. So it's the very basic level of science. We do all subjects. And so it's just, the only thing is, the real test is when they go back to school. And to see, they're probably going to be like, we don't know shit. But you know what else I learned?
I don't think they'll be alone.
You know what else I learned? But their school, remember, has been in person the whole time.
No, but
you know what else I learned? They don't know shit either from going to school. I'm like, you guys don't know your times tables off the top of your head?
They don't teach them that stuff no more.
It's different.
What?
They don't even teach kids, kids don't even know how to write in cursive nowadays.
No,
they don't need to. Because of the computers and the phones, right?
That is so weird to me. The last person that I know that I remember having great handwriting outside of my mom was my grandmother.
See,
because
my grandma had good handwriting.
Oh, my grandparents had amazing handwriting.
Beautiful.
They didn't have a choice though. That's how they communicated, writing letters.
But my grandma used to say, grandma always used to be like, they don't teach these kids no penmanship. They don't know how to write. They don't know they don't know how to write cursive.
Right. My 5th grader does do cursive. She does. God. I make her work out of a book because you at least need to know how to sign your name in cursive.
Teach your kids cursive. Teach your kids how to write a check.
We just went over addressing envelopes too, and they were like, "Oh, we learned that in school." And I'm like, "All right, cool." No
clue.
They didn't know shit.
Really?
And then I didn't know shit either. I forgot. I was like, do I put my return address on the left side or the right side?
Goodness.
And so I went into the office and I'm like, Marcus, I can't remember. Is it the left side or the right side? I don't know.
You know, I had to act like I wasn't disappointed too.
I know.
I think it goes.
Who the hell? First of all, we have a stamp that you just stamp on the thing, and our whole address.
But Jess, you didn't even know what side of the letter or package it went.
Listen, I'm not alone. Somebody just mailed my daughter something, and we had to pay the extra postage for it because she didn't put enough stamps on there. So
these are the small things that the reasons why technology holds people back in certain ways, because there's certain things that if shit were to break and you had to do certain shit by hand and whatever, a lot of people are gonna be that first 70% that's gonna just die off.
Yeah, but
seriously,
it ain't going backwards.
I mean, I had a buddy who were talking. I was like, yo, dude, I'm like, what if COVID just wiped out everything and it turned into this weird apocalypse, but it happened
Walking Dead.
Yeah, but it happened really fast.
Well, the generation underneath us would be done.
Yeah. I was like, what would you do? And he said some stupid shit man, I will go and steal a nice car and then go to the bank and steal all the money. And I was like, so what, for fire or something? Are you going to burn it so you can stay warm?
So
I was
what you going to do with the money?
Would be obsolete.
I was like, my man, the system will be completely dismantled and in pieces. That money won't be worth, and that nice car won't be worth anything.
I would let him go because you know what? When he gets in that bank, you know who's going to get his ass? The Walking Dead.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That there's a lot of people that just Their priorities are just not in the right place. Speaking of The Walking Dead, you guys see Texas is opening completely all the way up.
Hashtag RIP.
And I think Mississippi too.
Yeah, it's all about money.
People are
It's all about money.
it's just a complete disregard for human life.
It's all about money.
And it's all about money.
All about money.
That's what this whole fucking
Money first and then
nation is
everything
about.
else.
Money first, capitalism first, everybody else die.
What do you guys think? Where do you think Texas is at in like 4 months? Because I have a couple predictions. I'm like, there can be like just a lot of deaths and the shit spikes crazy, or just a lot of people get sick and recover and they're fine.
They have herd immunity.
The herd immunity.
It's hard to say. I mean, with the vaccines and everything that's coming out now, they probably won't be that bad off. It sounds like it's scary, but I know you can't believe everything that you see and read, but it's probably going to break even.
But it's just not fair. We know somebody that passed in
Right.
Texas, and you know that's tragic. And I'm several people, especially African Americans, Latinos, Native Americans, all of them. All of us are the ones who are dying at a rapid rate. So to see a governor fucking just open it back up is just, I don't know. It's just disheartening and disgusting.
Yeah, it's one thing to open it back up, but it's another thing to be like, no mask required.
But did you hear what he said? He said, I know COVID is still here, but take care of each other. Nick,
Okay, now
what about the people that can't hardly take care of themselves on a normal day? Don't have access, don't have resources, don't have opportunities, don't have.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. So don't.
Here he goes,
But
Jess.
so open up.
We're just gonna
100%.
open up.
Yeah, we're gonna open up 100%. Businesses, people can get back to work, et cetera, and people need that as well. So I understand the concept of trying to get back to regular business.
I don't understand taking masks away.
At what cost? He just said
I
that
told
the
you at
mandate
what cost.
won't be there. Not to say people can't wear masks.
But
right?
no one's gonna wear them though. That's the thing.
It's at the marginalized communities' cost. It's
The
at black
bars
people's cost. It's
and
at Native
restaurants
Americans'
were complaining
cost.
that they didn't have the backup to enforce that mandate. I guess people was getting hands put on them if they say, "Sir, can you put your mask on?" Because there's a mandate and there's nobody to back them up.
Right.
And I'm just going off what the TV says. I don't know. I didn't look into it, but it's tough. At what cost?
Party foul.
That's what you get for playing devil's advocate.
Did that get you?
That's what you get.
Nah, I'm just saying. I understand both sides, but I agree that we don't want to go back to...
I understand, but this is what our whole country is about. Money, 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 by any means necessary, at any cost, whether that's a human life.
Thanks.
Come on now. I'm not saying I don't want the economy to open back up, because you're just kind of fucked. It's just a whole entire fuck situation. Yeah. But to get on there and be like, hey, we don't even need masks anymore. And COVID is still around, but just take care of yourself.
That says, but the funny thing is that says something about our system.
It's broken.
That we have, that's
what I said. Our system is.
Yeah, that we don't have a system in place that for something like this to happen, there's a cushion.
Yeah.
Like
we don't have a system when there's not COVID.
Right.
So So I'm interested to see when Arizona is going to lift all their mandates.
States are going to be following.
I think it's going to be more all the southern states first. I think it's going to be the Louisianas.
Well, Arizona thinks it's in the South, so it might as well.
Well, here's the thing. You understand about Arizona is that Arizona is red, but it's McCain red. And a lot of people forget that. It's old party Republican. So it's not like Trump Republican. So it's a little different. That's why Trump didn't win Arizona.
I know, but they were trying to challenge that and overturn that.
True, of course.
So it's like, but I don't care what kind of red you are, but
they got some blue power that's been lingering in Arizona because
they got
weird.
Some blue power.
No, they do like
blue power.
That sounds weird how I said that. Blue power, right?
Some blue power.
But like some blue Marcus.
It's about to be again. I mean,
Marcus. You were a star cornerback. You have hands.
Man, I'm old. And
you have hands, my man. What's going on? No. But yeah, so
That
like
you
Arizona's a little different now. Like it's not, but it's starting to kind of like make a change. But I wouldn't be surprised if they.
Yeah,
There is no right way to do it. They want to get back to business. They want to get people back to work.
There
But
is
you
no
don't
right
wanna
way.
kill
But you
people
don't
in the
lift the mask
process.
mandate
Yeah.
on top of it and just
Yeah.
kind of go, hey, like literally, he was like, who the fuck does that?
I mean, there's people that think COVID's a fucking hoax.
Still,
Yeah.
I swear, if you don't know somebody that has either caught it or died by now, you're an anomaly because
everybody's been affected in some way.
For real.
At this point.
yeah.
Could you guys do another year of this? Like another year of just kids being at home and not going to school?
If we didn't have a choice, which we might not have a choice if things spike back up, but
I mean, of course we could do another year,
you
but
do what you got to do. at this
would
point.
all of our kids still be intact? Probably not.
Right?
No, I feel
Would
you.
I be in a straitjacket? Probably.
I mean, this is our new normal.
Right.
It's like, how long is it, like, for it to be the new normal and it's looking like it's going to be like this for a long time, it's like, how long does it take for someone to actually adjust and just be like, okay, like, this is just
Be
what
like,
it is.
this is my new life.
All right, this is my life. Like, how long do you think that takes for someone?
I've already adjusted to
Me
it.
too,
Like I
man.
said, I don't even want to leave the house anymore. So I'm like, well,
find
this is my new
myself
life. I'll just
driving
stay in here.
with my mask on now.
He drives
because I'm
with his
getting
mask
so used
on.
to wearing
He-
it. And I used to be looking over at people. Why are they driving with their mask on? But
You're the only person in the car.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking over like, Marcus,
I am
you
one
can
of them
take your
guys
mask
now.
down.
So you adjust, man, and you
Yep, you adapt.
transform and you do what you got to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
It'll make it work. So
I still almost forget my mask sometimes going into the store, and I'm like, oh, shoot,
Yeah.
I got to
I
go
do
back to the car.
sometimes.
I've done that. I have done that.
Because I
keep a box in the car.
Yeah.
But the kids, too, it's hard to keep track of theirs, too.
Yeah.
I remember I ordered some food before we completely shut down, and I forgot my mask
And you
and
did the
went
shirt?
back in there like with my shirt covering my face, and I'm like, that's good enough. But yeah. So,
It's just so weird. The mask thing, like, there's some states, like, and there's some folks that went over, like, to Idaho, and they were like, yeah, man, there wasn't a mask in sight. And we were wearing masks, and everyone looking at us like we were crazy.
Wow.
right.
And
I
so,
wonder
like,
what their numbers look like.
right. So, like, that's the other thing, too, is like, all right, you lift the mask, mandate in somewhere like Texas, but then you have people that still are going to wear masks, but then you have this big majority that are not going to be wearing masks just quite naturally, and then you get shamed for it, and then you looked at crazy for not. You're like, why are you wearing masks? Like,
Right.
oh, are you a weirdo? Like,
No, I'm not a weirdo.
I just want to
I'm
die.
not stupid like
Right.
you.
We find something.
I'm
as
actually quite smart.
Americans to look down upon people for. It could be anything, but we always find a way. It sucks, but that's just the way it is.
It sucks.
Yeah.
People are assholes. So, anyways,
Yeah. Do you guys think like within this year that you have made all of the necessary adjustments for your new normal?
what necessary? Just like what?
I mean, just for just life in general, like of how you do things, how you move, like looking into possible like future vacations and stuff like that. Like you saw all what you guys had to do just to get to fucking Hawaii.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's uncomfortable still, man. I don't think it's to a point to where you could just kind of take a deep breath and relax. It's uncomfortable with the kids and
Right.
the kids going back to school because we signed them up for next
for September
school year. Yeah.
September.
That's
Count it. Actually, they'll be there August 31st. When at the night before, they'll be there.
yeah, but it's still not
Believe that.
comfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's tough, and just going to the grocery store, doing basic stuff. It's tough now. Things that we took for granted, going to the grocery store, taking vacations, doing that kind of stuff. Kids doing activities. I take Cassius to soccer, and he has to wear a mask on the field while he's doing stuff, and
Right.
it's just.
At one point, going to the grocery store was an outing. It was
Yeah.
like our date. And we were like excited to be out of the house in the grocery store. And I know another thing, we started drinking like crazy. Just
Yeah.
during the day, we were like, this is so fucking insane. Our kids are like, "Ah," and just crazy in the beginning. And we're just sitting back. You want a shot? I want a shot. Do you want a shot?
That's like most people I know, though, especially a lot of my friends that are like working from home and working remotely. They're like, oh yeah, man, like I'm in the Zoom call with a glass of wine, you know, throwing it back. I've had a couple buddies, yeah, man, I was in a Zoom call. My one buddy's like, yeah, man, I was on a Zoom call with all these corporate people, whatever, man. I was rolling the joint. They had no idea what was going on with me. He goes, I'd mute my, or he's like, I'd mute my fucking mic and lean over and hit my bong.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, dude. He's like, yeah, man. Like, he's like, it just gets me by. I'm like, damn, bro.
It has to get you by, especially when the kids started online schooling. And I know I shared this story in my Instagram stories, but I know parents have so many stories of getting caught on their kids' Zoom, like being talking reckless. Yeah. So I'm trying to
being undressed and in the background.
I'm trying to set up my. She's 7. She was 7. 7-year-old Zoom, right? No, she was 6. She was 6.
Ken or
Cassidy.
Cass.
6-year-old Zoom. It's the whole class. The teacher's on there, and you know the kids are loud, and they haven't quite started their project yet. And I swear to God, it was on mute. I swear it was on mute. And so something was wrong with her screen, something on with the Zoom. But, you know, we can see the teacher and whatever. And I'm like doing the same thing over and over again. And finally I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get my words out here. Is it the hard seltzer?
Might be that.
Might be that. That's sparkling ice sparks, boy.
Right. I'm finally like, son of a bitch. And my daughter looks at me and she goes, Mommy. And I'm like, what? And she's like, it wasn't on mute. And I'm like, yes, it.
Oh, man.
I don't think anybody heard it. I don't think the kids heard it. They were loud enough. They didn't hear it. So stuff like that. And I think that was a turning point for me.
Yeah.
I was starting to lose my shit at that point. But yeah.
Fuck. Well, I don't know. You guys got through the year.
We did.
Everyone's gotten through it.
Yeah,
I mean,
barely.
You got to just keep pushing.
Yep.
You just got to be thankful for where you at, man. It could always be worse. It could be a lot worse.
I think soon enough, though,
keep pushing.
with these vaccines being released and, you know, they're doing it by age group and stuff. And, you know, as soon as they get down to the really young people, they're going to make it required for schools, I think. It's going to be part of just like their MMRs.
Get it?
Well, judging off of the side effects from the second dose of the Moderna vaccine.
Kids might, Johnson
I don't know
Johnson,
if I
maybe?
want that.
And that's the one dose.
That's the one dose.
And it's now 86% effective. When it first came, it was 66 when they were talking about it. And I don't know how they bumped it up.
I just think like they're going to require it for schools for all the kids to get it. And
it's just like the other vaccines.
Exactly.
But there are parents who will still be like, I'm not doing it. There's always those parents.
Just said it on TV.
I don't
Was it Wendy
believe
Williams?
in vaccines.
That went on TV. It was like, I will not take the vaccine. I don't take a flu shot. I don't do this.
Wendy looks crazy already.
There's going to be celebrities, and so people going to ride with them and follow, et cetera,
she won't take a vaccine, but she will take a bump of cocaine.
And she'll take some filler to that face. Jesus Christ. You see those ditches in her cheeks? Like right here, just like,
yeah,
God,
she's done.
Chill on the filler. Actually, she might have cheek implants. I don't even think she has filler.
Shit.
The cheek implants.
Hollywood, though.
Yeah, cheek implants thing.
I won't put a vaccine, but I will put a hard drug.
Yeah. That's a lot of people.
To each its own.
Oh, speaking of vaccines, my kid got his chickenpox vaccine. I was kind of upset about it because I was like, I thought chickenpox was a rite of passage. I feel like everybody went through it. But then I had to sit back and think about my experience with chickenpox.
Oh, God.
And I was like, those oatmeal baths back in the day, the medicated oatmeal baths and stuff.
The socks on your hands.
Yeah,
and
I was like,
that's right.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't want my boy to go through that. Because that was like the worst.
They do chickenpox.
I was a baby, but I remember my brother having it and the oatmeal baths.
Did our kids take a chickenpox shot?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I felt like one of the kids.
They're blasted with all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Early on. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, this was a good episode, you guys.
Yeah.
This is great.
It got deep a little bit.
It got deep, but got real.
As it should, because this has been a deep time. Like I said, it's like the fucking Twilight Zone. And then add the election on top of it. Oof. I wasn't sure if I was coming or going at one point.
Elections, riots.
Everything.
Autonomous zones.
everything.
Just had to unplug from the TV from time to time. I know I
Yeah.
did, and just get a break, man, and try to get some positivity. Everything was so negative. It was just nasty.
2020 was gross.
Yeah,
2020
disgusting.
Yeah, 2021 ain't starting so good itself, but
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
I don't know. Can it get any worse?
It could always.
I
get
think
worse.
so,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah, it could definitely be worse.
I hope not. I really
and
do.
there's people that got it a lot worse out there
Yeah.
that I think about all the time. That I'm like, yo, there's people that had it bad
We
before
gotta be
COVID.
thankful for where we're at.
I know.
man. So you got to just count your blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truly Unruly episode 16. I like it. It was good, guys.
Yeah.
Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Remember, follow us on Instagram, Truly Unruly _podcast. Follow my man Marcus Trufant on Instagram, Jessica Fab5 Mom on Instagram. Of course, you can watch us on Marcus's YouTube channel, which is simply named Marcus Trufant. Also, watch us every Sunday night on the Converge Network. Shout out to Nikki and Omari. Thank you guys for all your great stuff. Big shout out to Sparkling Ice
Thank
Spiked
you,
for their
Sparkling
beverages
Ice.
with the coasters that light up and the cups that turn blue. That's neat. And remember, you guys, we like to check the mail, so send us stuff.
Send us some goodies.
Oh,
Send us
look.
some goodies.
Ooh. It's like our countertop isn't changing colors. Look, it's doing the same damn thing.
All right, y'all. Till next time.